friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Emily and my channel is completely devoted to everything memory keeping, so be sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss my memory keeping videos. Today I'm going to be going through my May Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit. I literally just got this out of my mailbox. I have not gone through it at all yet. So I'm going to be going through it with you and kind of giving my thoughts about what, if any stories are jumping out at me, and what sort of I'm planning to do with this kit, and also just show you what is in it this month. So it always takes me like an embarrassingly long time to get everything out of the little cute pouch that it comes in. There's two things that caught my eye in this set were these cute plastic hearts that I'm excited to explore a little bit, and this really bright sticker sheet I'm excited about. It looks like they're like, there's some flowers and just some sort of like daily life motifs on there, and I'm just loving the bright colors, the like yellow and red and pink. And I'm loving the chipboard. It looks like it's like messy circles, kind of in, of course, that same color palette. I love that there's always a quote card. This quote card says, "May, more than any other month of the year, wants us to feel most alive." I love that. So I'm super excited to play with these white plastic hearts. They have like a really nice weight to them. They're like a pretty hefty embellishment, which I love. And I think there's 5 of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And what I really like about these, my first thought when I saw these is I want to try some alcohol inks on top of these. They're just a great blank surface, and I have some really nice bright alcohol-based inks that I want to try to match these colors. Like, let's see, maybe the red or the yellow. I really like this almost kind of like goldenrod mustardy color, and there's like 2 shades of it. Okay, let's go through the journaling cards. I always struggle to open the shrink wrap on journaling cards that are wrapped like this. This is a nail, like a cuticle pusher, and that's kind of what I found works the best, but as you can see, it's still not great. And so I'm speeding this up because it's just taking way too long. But if you struggle to get these open, you are not alone. So the first thing I want to do is go through the journaling card, starting with the 4x6. I really like this card. I like how you could put a photo or a journaling, print your journaling on it. I wanted to see what the width on this was. So it looks like it's 3.5 by 3, just under 3.75. So it's a little taller than it is wide. I'm measuring again just to make sure. So I always like to keep my ruler nearby so that I can take notes about what sizes I want to print stuff in. If I want to print a photo or journaling, I'm not sure yet. This is kind of a fun story prompt that's like a short story about what May feels like, tastes like, and sounds like. Obviously, the easiest thing to do would be to just print a small little photo or your journaling on in each of those little grids. But my first thought was I want to cut these out and maybe put them onto, surround them with smaller photos about what I'm listening to, what I've been eating. Feels like maybe weather, or it could be just like around the house, like the environment in the home. I've done like a little bit of redecorating, and so maybe that's what I'll use that one for. This is fun. I really like the little brush motif. Loving this. So you could run this through your printer and print off different things you're loving. It's probably not big enough to put a little photo in unless the photo is like really tiny. Okay, so let's go through the 3x4 cards. This also is a stamp, and it says it's hard because it's hard, which is just such a great quote or sentiment. And it's not really sparking anything right off the bat for me. May hasn't been super challenging so far, but I guess it's only the 4th of the month at this point. I love this little rainbow card. This is where I wish I had the digital kit to blow that up. This is remembering in that same font that I really like, enjoying, and it's a list. May equals magic. I'm really liking the colors of this kit, the sort of two-tone yellow. This is a quote card. All we have to decide is what to do time that is given us. I like that. And then lastly, we can do hard things. So this would be a great prompt to go with this if there's Anything challenging? I'm sometimes when there's stuff like this, like obviously there will be challenging times ahead. I'll just throw them in my stash directly because it's just not sparking a story for me right away. So the first thing that I'm thinking about doing is I really like this messy circle chipboard that says Home Love. And honestly, that's the first real story spark from this kit that I see. I've been doing a ton of, like, not exactly redecorating because I never really decorated in the first place, but I've been buying a lot of like art and stuff, and so the house looks a little bit different than it did a couple of weeks ago. So this is kind of making me want to document that. This would be a great, like, if you printed something in black and white, it's a good color piece that would be a good statement. And I could pair it with this enjoying, like, on the other side, or maybe even these things together. Possibly. Well, I don't really have a ton. Nothing is really jumping off the page other than that in terms of story sparks. This kit tends to be very widely applicable, which is great. It's very month focused, so you can really use it to tell all of your stories throughout the month without being limited by one specific lens, which is great. Of course, for a more specific story lens, she's got the story kit, which is a changing theme month to month, which I also subscribe to and is fantastic. This kit, I would say, is a very good value. I always end up using the entire kit. Well, I shouldn't say always. Most of the time I end up using the entire kit. Right now it's priced, I think, at $13.99, so it's really affordable, especially, you know, considering the amazing designs that you get. I mean, I'm just like obsessed with Allie's design eye. I would also say this kit tracks really well for project life. I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want with it. You can cut up the journaling cards, use them in a layout, but because it is sort of month focused, it tracks really well for project life, which I do monthly. A lot of people, of course, do weekly. I love this kit for project life, and that's where I primarily use it. So I hope you guys liked this quick walkthrough video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.